What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. And last night, Friday Night Smackdown, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, it's probably one of the coolest yet good Smackdowns I've seen in a long time, actually. This is now, I think, the perfect way to start off the road to SummerSlam. The best in the world came back last week in his hometown, Chicago, and beat the last good guy, in quotation marks, the last good guy, Sami Zayn, for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And what a way to start the show last night. I gotta say, CM Punk comes in, everybody's going crazy. They love the guy. And I love how he said he's still going to be a fine champion, like how he was with the World Heavyweight Championship. When he was the World Heavyweight Champion, he fought guys like Braun Breaker. He fought guys like luchadors. He fought guys like, legends he's fought in the past. And right now, he's going to do the same thing again, but this time for the SmackDown roster. And what I love more is how he's been calling people out and saying how he can beat them again. Gunther, hands down, from this time last year around SummerSlam, kicked his ass and beat him for the Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor, he beat him on his home turf, then he beat him on Finn Balor's home turf. Now let's see if maybe he can beat him on mutual ground, like not in Ireland, not in Chicago, but like somewhere in either the States or somewhere in Mexico. Who knows? Who knows? And I just love it. Like he called out guys like Royce Keys, Damian Priest, like guys who are hungry for the world for that championship. But then, of course, the American Nightmare, who was supposed to fight Sami Zayn last week did not happen due to the fact that Gunther is a whiny little bitch, and he decides to take out Cody Rhodes when he knew he was never gonna have a title match in the first place. But whatever. So of course he comes out, and it's the same freaking dance they did last time when they were in the ring together. After WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes walks in, talking whatever, and CM Punk said, "When a title match which falls out of the sky, I will get that, and I'm gonna win that title." And that's exactly what he did. So now they're gonna run it back, but this time, I think this is the first time in years that we're gonna see CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. And what better way to have it than at SummerSlam in the main event? So now we have another title match coming up for SummerSlam. Right now, Roman versus Seth, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky, and now CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. But that's the main event. So either it could be main event day one or main event day two. Either way, it's going to be a great main event that we will not want to miss. Then throughout the whole show, it was just freaking. Honestly, I gotta say, besides the Jay Cargill match, everything else was actually freaking awesome. Finn Balor taking out his mortal enemy slash, I want to say, best friend slash Bullet Club former member, Tamatunga. Oh my god, these guys put on a show, and I was so freaking happy. Finn Balor kicked ass and beat him. Tamatunga, he's slowly starting to grow on me a bit. I'm starting to like this guy a little bit, but he did a great job, and I was really proud of him. Then, of course, you get the bloodline business when it comes to, of course, Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu. Although I am kind of bummed out that Jey Uso wasn't there to handle family business, but of course he's got personal business aside. But let's not get into that because that's a whole other conversation we have to have at another time. But of course, they got to handle family business, which of course that means Sol Sokoa, and he's the only one left. Like Tamatonga and Talatonga, they left him, so now he's all alone. And this could be the perfect time for him to go back in the bloodline. Look, water under the bridge. Go back to your family. This is what you're made for. Come on. What better way to have all the power in the WWE than to have it with your family? Come on. The Usos are kicking ass. Jacob Fatu is like the enforcer for the bloodline, and Roman Reigns again. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. It can't get any better than this. It cannot get any better than this. But of course, who comes out? Then the guy who's been having problems with Sol Sokoa and the bloodline for the past few weeks is Royce Keys. I'm like, here we go again. If we're gonna get another, bitching conversation like we've had the past few weeks with LA Knight, I'm gonna be really pissed. But what I liked is that the fact that he wasn't coming for Jimmy Uso. He was just trying to stay I'm not part of the family. I don't care about this. But ever since Solo's been coming at me, and you guys keep coming at me on SmackDown, I have to say something. But then what I loved more is that he looked at Jacob Fatu when he was talking about the whole situation and the business and everything. And then I remembered, wait a minute. That's right. Jacob and him used to fight each other in the independence scene, and they knew each other from the streets. Like, they had hard times. They went through a bunch of crap. They went through a bunch of craziness stuff in their lives. That where they are right now is just freaking amazing. But now it's a whole different ball game. Like, they're now in a professional wrestling business. One has got family with him through thick and thin every step of the way. But then you got another one who's lost family and is all by himself. Like, nobody's coming to help him, nobody's coming to his aid, like nobody is sticking up for this guy. It's just him by himself. And with Jacob Fatu, it's just a whole different story when it comes to him and Royce Keys. Then, of course, all the smack talking, we get a match. We get Jimmy versus Royce Keys. And dude, oh my god, that match, Royce Keys, this guy is a freaking powerhouse. He's like he's like Batista mixed with I want to say Scott Steiner from the 90s. He's like both of those put together and you mold into Royce Keys, dude. This guy is going to be the coolest guy in SmackDown. Better yet, he could be the next World Heavyweight Champion for all we know. Or who knows, he could maybe become the United States Champion and thus beginning the craziest storyline slash title reign we're ever going to see in the United States a championship. So of course, typical, bloodline situation. If one of the bloodline members has a match, someone's gonna come out and sabotage it. And who of course sabotaged it? Then Solo Sokoa. But thanks to the Samoan werewolf himself, Jacob Fatu, he came to his cousin's aid and he beat the crap out of Solo, which led to a distraction to Royce Keys, which led to Jimmy Uso actually beating Royce Keys in a singles match on SmackDown. And what what I liked more is how when it comes to family business, Jacob Fatu knows how to take care of it. But when Royce Keys stepped out of line, he knew he had to do something. And of course, he kicked him in the face. But what I didn't know or realize was that I thought with the chair and everything, he was going to end Solo's career. I'm like, whoa, 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 let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that. You just got in the ring with him right now. Let's not do this right now. But instead, it was a warning shot. He said, "This is your warning, your last warning. Come to Monday Night Raw. This is your last chance and be with the family." I'm like, "Ooh, shoot! This is serious. This is serious." I mean, for a Samoan werewolf who's been kicking ass all around town, doing the Tonga chokehold on people, he actually stopped himself before he ended Solo's career. But that, of course, was a warning shot, which led to him telling Solo, "This is your last time. Come to Monday Night Raw, come with the OTC, and acknowledge him once and for all." I'm like, whoa, that's going to be a good Monday Night Raw show for next week. I am really, really excited about that. Now, Jade Cargill and the Alexa Bliss match. I, it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I have no words for that match because, for one, it was cheap. Two, it could have gone better. And three, Jade does not belong in the WWE. I'm sorry for all you Jade Cargill fans out there. I'm sorry if you were fans with her since AEW years. But this bitch, I'm sorry, this bitch cannot wrestle if her life depended on it. I mean, she botches all the moves. She doesn't know where to stand right in the freaking ring. Oh, and on top of that, the wig malfunction. The wig malfunction has already gotten like a thousand likes on YouTube or whatever, and people are making memes out of it. So I'm sorry, Jade, but if you're gonna wrestle in a ring with a bunch of girls who are veterans, I repeat, veterans, girls like Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, you don't belong in that company. Better yet, you don't belong in any wrestling business because you suck. Oh, and yeah, thanks to my best friend Haley, she actually got a little more um feedback about how you left AEW. That's right. We searched it up. We knew everything that happened with you and your contracts, and like you and your matches, and how your match was only like what 2 minutes in the ring. Thanks to the facts, and thanks to my best friend Haley who for giving me the facts, I now know what happened. But at the same time, it's like, what were you thinking? I mean, you're not on the level of Rhea Ripley. You're not on the level of Charlotte Flair. Hell, you're not even on the level of China. You're not on the level of China, and look what happens. So, Jade, you just suck. You just suck in general as a wrestler. Now, for the other matches, I mean, I'm sorry, the last match actually, because of 2 hours, it went back. SmackDown went back to 2 hours. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I mean, they keep running it back like NXT years, but they got better. Like I think a lot better. And of course, you got the limited edition Trick Williams, furry United States Championship, limited edition stuff. I gotta say, surprisingly good, not so bad. Just be careful when you're on fire because it could be a fire hazard. But whatever. But that match, whew, they did not stop. But who comes out? But during the match, as you're about to see Carmelo Hayes fly off the top of the rope, who comes back then Baron Corbin? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you serious? This guy was gone for a year, a year. We have not seen this man, and he comes back to SmackDown, and he takes down Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, the United States champion. Like he literally tore the house down. People were shocked. We're like, what the hell just happened? And the funny thing was that the moment I saw the match, tell me why my other best friend Eduardo calls me up and like he wants to like tell him like ask me a question about like I think like wrestling or something, and I tell him that Baron Corbin's back and we both celebrate it. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So that match, I gotta say, awesome. Baron Corbin coming back. Oh, it's gonna be a good storyline. Now, the last segment, Gunther. Now we all know Gunther has been complaining and bitching about CM Punk getting a title, and Sami Zayn getting a title match, and Cody Rhodes got a title match at SummerSlam in the main event. And what bothered me was how he knows he can push Nick Aldis' buttons. And after altercation, after Night of Champions, of course, Gunther was fine, Nick Aldis was fine. I think 50 grand or something, and he was off leave for I think a week. Then he knew how to push his buttons where he said, fix this match and I'll be okay. Like, put me in this match instead of Cody Rhodes. So Nichols was like, you know what? You're right. You deserve to fight CM Punk. But it's not going to be at SummerSlam. It's going to be at Madison Square Garden at Saturday main event. Oh, but wait. Here's the one condition. You also have to fight Cody, and it's a tag team match, so you're going to tag with Sami Zayn to fight Cody and CM Punk on Saturday main event. So the main event is still, of course, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the for the Undisputed Championship. Next thing you know, Gunther gets pissed off and he puts the sleeper on Nick Aldis. And I'm like, here we go again. Gunther just putting the sleeper on people just because he can and he wants to, and that's his only move that he can do because everything else he's tried in the past few years has not done well. It's like, dude, we get it, you're mad, but you brought this onto yourself when you beat Cody. You were still on the you were still suspended after the altercation you had with Nick Aldis. And oh yeah, what else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, you put yourself in that position when you were fighting with Cody and Sammy before Night of Champions happened, bro. So again, all the crap that's happened to you, you brought this on to yourself. Nobody else. You did it to yourself, and look what happened. Now you have to fight. Now you have to tag with someone you don't like against two people that you hate the most at Madison Square Garden as Saturday main event instead of SummerSlam in the main event. Also, on top of that, you put the sleeper on your boss, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna be fined. I think 100 grand because you beat him up and then you choked him. So you're gonna be fined 100 grand. And then what bugged me the most is that I get it, they're on a time crunch on live TV and stuff, but why do you have to cut it short when Cody Rhodes was about to come out and beat the crap out of Gunther? Like what? Like come on, are you serious? What was that about? Like what was that about? Like it was a good timing. But then of course the time crunch, they were going overboard with the minutes and they had to cut it short and go on to the next show. But thanks to the power of YouTube and social media, and of course, people who were there recording live when this happened, I got to see a little bit of the fight. Gunther comes in and then he goes out the ring. Cody Rhodes comes in. He wants to fight him. Like, he wants to fight him on the spot in the middle of like 1,000 people, but the camera's not even showing the live show, but he wanted to fight. So now, another match is official for Saturday main event. We have Cody Rhodes and the Undisputed Champion CM Punk versus Gunther and Sami Zayn in a tag match for Saturday main event. I gotta say, the build up to SummerSlam is looking really, really good thus far. We still have a long road ahead of us. We have a few more weeks, and then on top of that, we gotta deal with tag team titles, intercontinental titles, United States titles, women's tag team titles, the men's tag team titles on both brands, SmackDown and Raw. Speaking of which, sooner or later, we will get a title versus title match in the tag team division. Damian Priest versus R Truth. Damian Priest and R Truth versus the War Raiders. The War Raiders are Triple AAA tag team champions, and Damian Priest and R Truth are the World Tag Team Champions in WWE. So we're gonna have a title versus title match for either SmackDown or Triple A. Either way, it's gonna be awesome. And speaking of Damian Priest, tonight he will make his in-ring debut on Triple A tonight, 10 p.m. live on YouTube. And of course, Dominic's gonna be there. The Triple A Mega Champion's gonna be there. So who knows? We might see a main event fight between Dominic and Damian Priest for the Triple A Mega Championship. I mean, that would be freaking amazing. As for the others, we have a number one contenders match for the cruiserweight championship. For Dragon Lee versus Jack Cartwheel. I mean, those two guys, they can definitely put on a show, and I cannot wait to see who's gonna win and become the number one contender for the cruiserweight championship. Then, of course, we have a couple maybe tag team matches, couple announcements from El Grande Americano after what happened with the Perros de Mal ambush that they had on one of the matches last week. So it's going to be awesome. I'm happy. Like I said, SmackDown, great show, good build up thus far to SummerSlam. Saturday events coming up next week, and who knows what's going to happen there. That's all I have for today, guys. Be sure to watch AAA tonight, 10 o'clock live on YouTube. But if you are in South America, it will be live on Fox News Sports. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.